Can't just come to my private residence looking for me. Listen, pal, I don't know how you found me, but I don't ever want to see you in this neighborhood again.
I am so excited to sit down. John, you and I have spoke before over satellite, and
Yes.
we've always said next time you're in Florida, of course, away from your home, we hope to sit down together.
And
So
here we
glad
are.
this is happening.
Yeah, me too. Thank you.
So why the Villages? I'm curious. I've actually never been here before, so I was super excited to come and check
Well,
it out.
I live not too far
Right.
from here, and the Villages theaters have always played my movies for a very long time because they have an audience that loves them. And I said, they said, would you ever, this is 3 years now, they've asked, would you ever consider doing like a premiere or screening special one at our theater, because we really love you and you
Yeah.
love your movies. And I said, you know what? I promise I will. I said, I don't know what movie yet, but I promise I will pick one of my movies and we'll do that. So I just thought, you know, this is the time, because this is a movie I love, I'm very proud of, and if I were to choose one, this would be the one I would show them.
Well, that's very nice. I know
Yeah.
everyone's very appreciative. We're appreciative for your time, of course. And I want to get back to when we chatted the last time. It was actually before when you were doing John Gotti, and we were talking before the film came out. And you said something that really stuck with me. You talked about how you have a familiar face, and you love taking on these roles that people don't realize, like, oh, I'm watching John Travolta. I'm
Correct.
watching the character. In watching The Fanatic, I got to tell you what, I did. I forgot that it was you some of the times. The
awesome.
way that you play Moose. You said that that's when you know job well done, film well done.
Exactly.
What were your thoughts when you actually watched it? Because you are very different in this movie, my friend.
Yes, I know, and it's opposite a lot of the suave characters that I have
Right.
had the opportunity to play, and I love being able to do it. I mean, you know, whether if you scan back, whether it's I don't know, O.J. You know, playing
Yeah,
Shapiro,
yeah.
or Primary Colors playing Clinton, or Hairspray playing the mother. Those are characters you bury yourself in, you know. And The Fanatic even allowed me to do it more because the whole essence was so different than anything that I am. Although I do have an innocent approach toward the arts, and I have a fan perspective. I like artists, and I do admire, so I could identify with that part of this character, but I also could identify with the film actor. So I felt like I had this duality that was appropriate for this movie. To, if you can understand all the viewpoints,
Yeah.
you can give a better movie, you know.
But I'm going to use your word, the duality. That's
Yeah.
how I felt watching it, when I would kind of snap back and realize that it was you, and you're talking about your love for this and respect for Hollywood.
Yes.
And with The Best Friend Paparazzi is kind of a different take for, I'm thinking of you, who of course have had paparazzi follow you for years.
For 45 years.
I mean, it was very interesting, very ironic. Was that part of the take for you when you saw it and decided to sign it?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
It was the irony of it all, because I could inspect it from every viewpoint and indulge in it. And this is a movie about going over the line. Let's face it. Movie star goes over the line, the fan goes over the line, and all the things that happen when you do go over a line. It's very topical. It's very, you know, what is that line? You have to, now you say, well, what is the line? Does he become a stalker and not a fan after he invades the house? Yes. Or goes near the house?
Yeah.
Yes. But outside the theater or outside the fan thing, that's where he accepted, you know. Does the movie star go over the line with the maid? Does he go over the line with his treatment, his cruel treatment to the fan? Yes, he does. So you're talking about viewing this from people going over the line.
I didn't even think of that until you actually broke that down. There's so many levels to this, and of course we need to give credit to Fred Durst, the writer, the director, and to be able to see his name in the opening credits, I'm like, wait a second, it is Fred Durst's film. I'd read, and I don't know if this is true, that he actually had an encounter or did have a fan that kind of inspired his screenplay, inspired the story.
There is a young, well, he's older man, but his name is Moose.
Yeah.
And like the character in the movie, and he did inspire Fred, and it is loosely based on him. Not loosely, but pretty much a lot of it. But the over the line thing is really a dramatic creation you know, but
Yeah,
the
yeah.
antics of the character are similar to some degree.
Well, you had said in the movie too, when you're actually talking with your idol, you make the comment about making bad choices sometimes
Yes,
in
yes.
films. I'm not going to go there with you. I'm going to go put a positive spin on it, though.
Sure.
When you think back to your career and all these fabulous films that we've just even touched on, when do you sit back and smile? When you're by yourself, say you're back flying your plane, and you kind of think back, what makes you smile when you think about a filming experience? What really stands out?
Well,
to
there's
you?
many angles on it. One, did I do a movie that I really got excited about portraying?
Yeah.
Because you knew that in your back pocket you understood that character and could portray him well. You get a joy of recollection of a job well done in that you absorbed yourself into that role. The other thing is, how much fun did you have on the set?
Yeah.
Which can be a different thing than your experience as an actor.
Yeah?
You can have like point out times that you had fun with the crew, times that you had fun with the other actors, and the movie was a hit, but it was more that you had a joyous time doing it. You see, then did you clock it as an experience of depth as an artist? You know, so it does have different.
I like that.
Yeah.
And so I can tell you're probably thinking, I'm sure the list could go, we probably don't have enough time. That'll probably make us go over time. But in closing, I want to get your thoughts on something a little
Sure.
out of the box.
Yep.
Pitbull and You, the music video cameo. We've got to have some fun with that. I danced growing up, and so and seeing your dance evolve over the years, I've just respected you so much.
Thank you.
And then to see you do the ballroom in the Pitbull video made me laugh. I'm actually doing my first Dancing with the Stars. I'm terrible at ballroom.
Really?
So any tips, anything you can help? And I always dance, but ballroom's
Yes,
challenging.
I have.
You nailed it.
Okay, well, I do have a tip for you.
Yeah.
Firstly, adapt the steps you are most enthusiastic about. Number one, the one you love to do. And if you build your dance with the structure of, you may not like 3 or 4 other steps, but you can't wait to do the other,
Yeah.
the step in your mind, you will get through beautifully, because then suddenly all of the steps will look great because you're excited about being in a dance that has these moments that you can't wait to do. It's not that different from acting. You have a scene that you like, or part of a scene that you love,
Yeah.
and you can't wait to get to that part because you know you can kill it. It's that. So start with stabilizing your thinking with the steps you like, and then build from the
From that.
things that you have affection for.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good tip.
It's really good. I think it's kind of can go along with many things, you know.
I like. And is it true that Pitbull was excited about the head being shaved?
Oh hell yeah!
That's true.
He you know, we have a good friendship and a good
Yeah.
professional friendship, and I just adore him. I think he's a sterling human being.